So Stephen Curry had the worst shooting night of his career. Whoa, 4 of 21 in a loss? Did he miss some open shots? Yes. But did the Suns hound him for the entire night? Yeah. This is what Mikal Bridges and the Suns did to shut down the league leading scorer. What is up, dudes, that's Ballers Players, it's your boy MJ. Mikal Bridges hounded Curry the entire night. Bridges has been on a defensive tear this season. 7'1" wingspan, 6'7" height. He's been locking down a lot of players. And he stayed with Curry for pretty much the entire night through screens, on ball. It was just good old defense. Defensive pressure can lead to mistakes when the offensive player and team feel like they have to be perfect to get these same shots. And that is not easy to do to the Warriors with Steph Curry, especially with all the off-ball screens. But the Suns were ready. Their switching for the most part was solid. They have a rotation of wings that can defend the perimeter and switch out. We saw it a lot, and Steph really didn't have an answer for the rotation of Mikal, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder, along with CP3. Curry started off okay, 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, played some good defense, got cooked, but that happens. But it got worse. Way worse.
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood.
Hey, too many people have been waiting on this bad game from Curry, man. The slander going crazy, but let's give credit to the Suns. The Warriors were also out of sync. They had miscommunications in offense leading to the ball just being thrown away. They are prone to a lot of turnovers for the way they play and a lot of carelessness, but the activity and defensive intensity of the Suns definitely got to them. Like, Steph is wide open here, but the Suns swarm Looney and he doesn't even see it. Even here, Chris Paul gets a deflection on this pass with his back to the ball, which is a bread and butter play for Green and Curry. Curry usually shifts away the slightest, Green passes it behind the defender to where Curry will be for the shot. It works. But CP3 was like, not today. It leads to plays like this. Literally the next play, Green and Curry miscommunicate because the Suns are just making it hard for Steph to run any of his actions. So Steph is having to do more. Green is trying to force it to make it just a bit tighter and it leads to a turnover. Subscribe for more breakdowns like these. And drop a like. Let's raise the awareness of what these Suns are doing in the NBA. Cause 17 straight ain't no joke. Let's aim for 4,100 likes. And let me know in the comments what you want to see next. The Suns also had miscues that Steph didn't capitalize on. This switch right here with JaVale McGee should be an automatic bucket. Curry has a history of torching bigs on the perimeter, but this time it was an air ball. Even here, with Aiden switched on to Curry, Curry misses the easiest shot he'll ever have. And then another airball? A miss off of a Draymond handoff screen that was open. Yeah, it wasn't great. Even here, the Suns send 2 defenders on Curry, Looney is wide open, rotation comes, and Wiggins is wide open in the corner. Yes, CP3 stunts, but he's nowhere near close to stopping a pass. The Suns get away with one. A lot of times, these Suns had a shadow defender on Curry, a defender staying within the vicinity ready to help, but they did a good job at being twitch ready to go back to their man or get switched on to Curry and the primary defender switch off. They did a really good job at this, but there were times like this where the defender was in no man's land. Cam is not guarding anyone. Otto makes a mistake of not staying in the corner, so play develops a little slower, but still leads to the 3. The Suns did a lot of things right, but Steph also just missed a lot of shots he normally makes. And as that happened, he became more and more demoralized, which showed in his declining effort. There was a stretch where Curry missed 9 straight shots. So by the end of the game, there were plays where Curry sort of stood still, which is not normal, and that's on him. But credit the Suns defense for part of that. And then at the end of the game, it was Draymond trying, but yeah, that was done. This game was a combination of Mikal Bridges' defense, really good Sun defense being able to switch and put length on Curry. Pause. And Curry just being off. We'll see in a rematch what happens and how much the Suns can replicate this success. But it's a law of averages. If Curry's having multiple games shooting 50 or 60% from 3, he's gonna have bad statistical games. But Curry didn't do enough to offset his poor shooting, and that to me is the biggest issue, which makes this a true bad game. Period. Credit to the Suns defense though. But what do you think? Are the Warriors all of a sudden a fraud regular season team? Let me know what you want to see next in the comments down below and we'll make it happen. The all-day notification one shout goes to Curry fan Golden State Warriors. That's tough here in this video, but thanks for the all-day support. And if you're still here, you're a real one, so comment effort so I know. Drop a like if you like the video, and subscribe, turn noise on if you really like the video. It's your boy MJ. We out, and we vibing.
Okay, just hop in my spaceship, no.